With braids being so on trend, I thought it would be fun to show you a great technique. What we're going to do today is we're going to take 2 French braids down the sides and leave the tails nice and curly on the ends. We'll then texture and create some lacing in there to create this really beautiful, quick bohemian look. This look can be changed in different ways. You could do 1 braid down the center and 2 through the sides, or 1 down the center, smoothing this as a ponytail into the braids and leaving the tail. You can change up the braids, starting with the French braid and moving into a fishtail to give it a more detailed, interesting look. So again, there's a lot of different variations that you could do with this technique. I'm blow drying the hair directionally back. This will make it much easier as I'm braiding the hair for the hair to already be traveling in that direction. I like to use these directional blow dries anytime the hair is being pulled close and smooth away from the face. This way I know that I'm having a seamless transition. I'm already training the hair to go in the direction it needs to go, so as the style is completed, it's done with ease. I'm using the Divine Care and Style brush, which is ergonomically designed to fit in the palm of your hand. So often as hairdressers, we tend to hold the handle brush at the base closer to the cushion. With this brush, it's designed specifically for the use of holding it in the palm of your hand. It gives you better grip and more tension on the hair as you're drying the hair. I'm using my Supreme Bore brush to smooth the hair after the directional blow dry. Continue to add to the center strand, cross over, pick up your next section on the opposite side, center, cross over. The smaller the sections that you add to the center, the tighter the braid is going to be. The looser and the bigger the sections, the looser the braid will appear. Tension is key when you want to create this really tight, close to the head braid. You can also go in and start lacing and pulling these pieces out to loosen that braid if you want a little more of a disheveled, lived-in look. Keep the braid tight to the head as you're working instead of elevated so that you don't create bulk and heaviness in that braid. Notice how the directional blow dry already was getting the hair moving in the right direction. So as I braided it, it very seamlessly and smoothly, nice and flat going into that plait. This is why it's essential to do the beautiful foundation and the blow dry that you do. Prep is key. So by preparing the hair and getting that all moving in the right direction, assures that once the braid is in, you have that beautiful smooth look. Now repeat on the right side. It's essential that you double check your work where you started with your sectioning to ensure that you have balance with both of the braids. These braids need to be tandem and matching from left side to right side. We have our 2 ponytails, and a great way to finish those off, cross them over one another, insert your pin into the band and through the other band. That will hold the 2 ponies together. Take a strand of hair, wrap it under, around, and through. One more pin. Secure that into place. I'm using the ceramic ion thermal brush. This brush is ideal for creating curl as the barrel heats up while blow drying, so it ensures a beautiful set. This brush does not have any bands here. The handle and the barrel is seamless, so it never snags the hair while you're styling it. Another great feature is the sectioning pick that's found in the handle. It removes, tucks back in, and it's great for sectioning out the hair. I'm taking small sections out of the ponytails, wrapping them around the barrel of my ceramic ion thermal, holding it with the blow dryer, creating enough heat to set it, and gently releasing it, allowing the curl to cool. I'll continue through the ponytail until I have curled all of the remaining hair that are left in the 2 ponytails. Be sure, as you're working it through, that you really work that curl in through the top as well, rotating the brush and setting that curl in. As you work down the strand, continue wrapping and twisting so that you get an even symmetrical curl. Because of the diameter of this brush, if we wrap the whole strand all the way from scalp to ends, the thickness of the hair around this diameter of brush would not have even heat, so you wouldn't get an even symmetrical curl. Now I'm going to brush through the hair and loosen up these curls and separate them. The finger brush is an excellent choice for doing this when you're working from top of the head all the way through the length. But because we're working with a bulky and smaller, shorter ponytail here, I've chosen to use the Carbo Silk comb. What I'll get as a result from that is because of these wide teeth, when I go through and comb through that hair and do some lacing, it's going to separate the curls but leaving them bigger and more defined because, again, of the amount of space that I'm working with. As I'm combing through these curls, you can see the definition but still separation that it's creating within the hair. Taking small sections of hair from underneath, I'm going to lace the hair to create volume, more separation, and an erratic end result. This style is meant to be very deconstructed. That's what keeps it really modern.